Hello students, welcome back to your social science class. We were doing geography chapter number 4, composition chapter number 5, composition and structure of the atmosphere, and this will be my video number 4. This will be the last video of this chapter. Now if we recall our previous videos, we have already done what is atmosphere, we have done its composition, we have done its structure. Today we will be discussing the last part of this chapter, that is the significant, means the importance of atmosphere. In general, if we talk in a layman language, we all know the importance of atmosphere, right? So today let us see what all importance does it have. Okay, so these are some of the importance of atmosphere. I'll be discussing this with you one by one, and after this we will be having a quick recap of what all we have learned till now. Clear? Okay. So first of all, the first and the foremost important is atmosphere has a very important gas which is life-giving oxygen. Okay. In its composition, we have already studied that there is life-giving oxygen due to which we, the plants, the animals, we all can breathe. Due to which we all living things can breathe. So oxygen is there which is required by us. Then second comes nitrogen and CO2. It is also provided by atmosphere. First thing is oxygen which is required by us. Second thing is nitrogen and CO2 which is required by the plants for growth. If you recall my second video in composition, I told you there are two main gases which are present in the atmosphere. Which are those two gases? Oxygen and nitrogen. Oxygen by us, nitrogen by plants. Clear? So I think these two importance are clear with you. Moving toward the next one is it prevents the harmful ultraviolet rays. See, in short, if I tell you, we have already discussed all these importance when we were discussing the layers of the atmosphere. So in that layers, one or the other importance was a part of that layer, right? If I'll go one by one and you'll recall that we have already done that. So prevents harmful ultraviolet rays. I told you that the ultraviolet rays which comes from the sun, which can cause harm to us, is blocked by the atmosphere only. Okay. Fourth is acts as a greenhouse. This also I have already explained you in my previous video that how does atmosphere acts as a greenhouse effect. Soften sun's glare during the day. What is glare? The rays that come from the sun. See, I told you that atmosphere, it protects us from the ultraviolet rays that comes from the sun. So if it is protecting us from the ultraviolet rays, it is reducing the glare of the sun. The rays that we get directly, it is reducing the glare, the sharpness of that rays which reaches on the earth. Understood? Next is change of weather and climate. If you recall in troposphere, I told you that all the weather phenomena and activities, they take place in the troposphere. So this is how the change happens in the weather and the climate. Then condensation and precipitation. You know, in the atmosphere there is water vapor. Due to that water vapor only condensation and precipitation happens. Condensation and precipitation, I believe you all have studied in your science. But I am telling you here, condensation means when the water vapor, it changes into liquid form, that is called condensation. And when that liquid starts falling down on the earth due to the gravity, it is called precipitation. Clear? After that comes sound wave. Sound waves, they also travel through air. Like if I'm talking to someone, the sound that is being produced, that travels through the air. Last one, shields us from meteors. Okay, atmosphere, it also protects us from the meteors. This also we have done in the layers of the earth. Now based on this importance, a question came to my mind. This is for you as an assignment. You have to find it out which layer of the earth, in which layer of the earth the meteors that come, they get burnt up. Clear? You have to do this. So these were certain importance of atmosphere. First one was, it has oxygen, which is required by us. Nitrogen and CO2 required by plants. Then it acts as a greenhouse effect. It softens sun's glare. It protects us from ultraviolet rays. It protects us from meteors. It also, the change of weather and climate, it also happens because of the atmosphere, and the sound waves, they also travel through air. I hope all these importance are clear to you. Now let us just have a quick recap on what all we studied in this chapter. So we started our chapter with what is atmosphere, right? And what is atmosphere? What did I told you? A blanket of air around the earth. You remember this? We studied about a blanket of air surrounding the earth. After atmosphere, we move to composition. Remember composition? I told you what are the different gases which are present in the atmosphere, and which major gases we studied about. We studied about nitrogen. We studied about oxygen, and we studied about carbon dioxide. We also studied its usage. We also studied its importance. So this we did in composition. After that, we studied about the structure. In structure, I told you about different layers. Suppose this is earth. This is troposphere. Right? You remember this? After troposphere comes stratosphere. Then mesosphere. Then thermosphere. And the last one, which merges into the space, is exosphere. Please ignore the writing. I'm writing in a very hurry. I'm calling out the name so that you will know. And you all have already done this layers. We studied about different layers of the atmosphere, in which the nearest one was troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere and exosphere. After that, in our today's video, we studied about the significance of atmosphere. With this, we are done with this chapter. Hope you all have understood this chapter well. Hope you all understood the importance that I told you. I hope that you all have understood, because these are very simple. I mean, there may be some words which you may find it little complicated, but in general, the importance of atmosphere, you can think on your own. It's very simple, okay? If you will go once again through what I told you and all these importance, you'll be able to recall it. Clear? So, we'll be meeting with the next chapter very soon. Till then, all of you, please take care. Do study. Do go through the videos. Take care. Bye-bye.